What follows is disturbing. This book, The Spirit Level, makes a compelling case that the higher the inequality in a society, the higher its incidence of each of the following: violence, prison populations, alcoholism and drug abuse, infant mortality, obesity, and divorce rates. Higher inequality also correlates with a decrease in overall mental health, physical well-being, life expectancy, and educational performance. In sum, income inequality is a direct cause of a nation's ills. Income inequality is measured by the Gini coefficient. The coefficient is usually expressed as a percentage. The country with the lowest income inequality is Japan, with a score of just under 25%. The United States, by comparison, has a coefficient of nearly 41%. Have a look at a chart comparing some scores for the two countries. Take a closer look at the figures for homicides and people in prisons. According to the authors of the book, the impact of inequality on violence is even better established and accepted than the other effects of inequality explored in their book. They point to a paper by Richard Wilkinson, professor of epidemiology at the University of Nottingham. According to Wilkinson, more than 50 studies show that levels of violence in a society are directly related to the scale of income differences between rich and poor. Why? Because income inequality causes a weakening in the social fabric. People in more unequal societies, Wilkinson wrote, tend to trust each other less and are less likely to be involved in community life. In other words, people's sense of connectedness diminishes. The psychosocial effects of being in the lower income brackets are feelings of being devalued, excluded. People feel hopeless, stuck in a system rigged to keep it that way. Hostility rises. According to Wilkinson, studies suggest that the most frequent trigger to violence is disrespect, loss of face, and people feeling looked down upon. So a chain of cause and effect becomes apparent, linking income inequality with widespread feelings of disempowerment and disconnection, which manifest in that list of a nation's social ills. As the authors of The Spirit Level observed, the problems in rich countries are not caused by the society not being rich enough, or even by being too rich, but by the scale of material differences between people being too big. What matters is where we stand in relation to others in our own society. The ways in which income levels can be made more equitable will be explored in another blog, but the government can play a significant role. So the question for everyone is, to what extent is my government working for me and the overall health of the nation, or for the agents of greed? Your country's Gini is part of the answer. Thank you.